Okay, so we did a little operational video on this. Now we're going to talk about safety on these machines, but we're going to move over to this other machine. This is an identical machine. It's a little bit older, but it's an identical machine. I turn it right, it rotates right. I turn it left, it rotates left. I can speed it up. I can slow it down. Same exact machine. Barely make it turn. Now if you notice a couple things. Number one, the table is too low on this. There's no sanding disc on here because we have some safety issues with this grinder. The table is too low. The center of the disc is up here. This table needs to come up. But here is the biggest problem and definitely the largest potential for injury. If you look at this table in this distance between one side and the other, this is an absolute safety hazard. This table should be about 1/8 of an inch maximum. This down here is pushing probably 3/8 of an inch maximum. So this table needs to be adjusted, or it needs to have some buildup put on it, but this machine cannot be used the way this is. Here's the problem. As with any cutting tool, when your table or your guard is too far away, you have potential of getting down in there. So the number one rule, and it's counterintuitive, because you think I'm using this great big nasty sander, I'm going to put some big nasty gloves on. That is not what you want to do. No gloves on this machine. You say, why is that? Why don't I want to protect my hands? Here's the problem. If you get your hand in there close enough and you nick your finger and you pull it back and you have a little scratches on your finger, might get you a little bit. If you have a glove and this thing is rotating and that grabs hold of your glove, it will suck it right down into that machine. And all it needs is a little bit, and it can grab your finger and suck that thing right down in that machine. And trust me, if you get your hand in there like that, you won't be able to get it out fast enough before there's serious damage. So there's two issues here. Number one, don't use gloves when you're using this machine. And number two, you have to check this gap. If this doesn't look right, it's not right. Go get an instructor, show them the problem, make the adjustments, or don't use the machine. This is a serious potential problem. You could probably even sand it over here because the guard is nice and tight, but not on this side. Always remember where the sparks are flying. Working next to somebody, some of these spots in the shop were pretty tight with the machines. There's people moving around. Don't horseplay around these things. It's not funny when somebody's using this to come up and poke them in the back, that kind of stuff. Be professional. Keep in mind that these are very powerful machines. They're very powerful in a good way, and they can be potentially powerful in a bad way. If you have any questions about the safety or operation of these disc sanders, find your instructor before you use it.